Following Biden's decision to put out a letter and silence Democratic lawmakers who are calling for him to step down from the race, he decided to go on his favorite morning show on MSNBC, Morning Joe. And I thought the conversation was pretty fascinating. Let's take a look at some of what he had to say.
We're not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. I wouldn't be running if I didn't absolutely believe that I am the best candidate to beat Donald Trump in 2024. We had a Democratic nominating process where the voters spoke clearly. I won 14 million of those votes, et cetera. So I not only believe that from the beginning, but I wanted to reassert it and demonstrate that it's true. And I'm going to be doing that all through this week and from here on.
The topic came up of the Stephanopoulos interview where you were asked the question, how would you feel if Donald Trump beat you? How would you feel after you lost? And you said, well, as long as I did the best I could do, that's the most important thing. That's caused Democrats concern who believe that losing is not an option. What would you say to those who are concerned by that answer?
It's not an option, and I've not lost. I haven't lost. I beat him last time. I'll beat him this time.
But if you're experiencing significant mental decline, beating him 4 years ago looks very different from being able to beat him today. And he seems to be unwilling to accept that. And by the way, in 2019 and 2020, when he was running in the primary, there were questions about his mental state and whether he was experiencing cognitive decline. It's only gotten worse since then, but again, he has a difficult time accepting it. I do want to just quickly go to the next video because it's interesting that he's now trying to frame this as, oh, the elites are against me, the big names are against me, but I'm out here looking out for the little people. Watch.
So you have repeatedly said that all of these people and entities are wrong. And let me go through them. The New York Times editorial board, The Economist, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, the Boston Globe, Jerry Nadler, Seth Moulton. Let me go to Julian Castro, Tim Ryan, David Axelrod, David Remnick, Richard Haas. Yeah, I know which one you're responding to there. Zeke Emanuel, but they're saying that you should step aside. So what is your plan of attack moving forward? These are pretty big names.
To go out and keep doing their big names, but I don't care what those big names think.
He doesn't care what those big names think. So on one hand, Cenk, he talks about like, oh, Democratic leadership isn't telling me anything, right? If they want to step to me, let them step to me. But then you have like this giant list. Okay, sure, it's not Democratic leadership, but you have, quite a few Democratic lawmakers. You have pretty big names in the media, and you have donors. You have James Carville saying that donors should stop donating to the Democratic Party until Biden steps down. Biden looks at all of that and he's like, I don't care. I don't care about the big names. Doesn't matter. Isn't impacting me at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so which one is it? Do you want people to tell you exactly what they think and step to you like you challenge them to do? Or are you just gonna ignore what they're saying?
I'll step to you, brother. Okay, but I don't think you want that. Well, I'm sure you don't.
Thanks for watching. Our audience has helped build TYT into the media giant it is today. Together, we can accomplish anything. Support our work and join us at tyt.com/team.
Listen, two things about this. Number one, the reason he gets most apoplectic about Axelrod, there's actually two reasons. One, because Axelrod is within the most inner circle of the Democratic establishment. So he views that as like a betrayal of from the King's Guard, right? The second reason is because Axelrod obviously speaks for Obama. And the fact that we're just ignoring that 800-pound gorilla in the middle of the room is absurd, right? And so, and Carville speaks for the Clintons. That's another 800-pound gorilla right in the middle of the room. And everybody's like, oh, I don't see it. Do you not understand politics at all? And the story is, according to all the insiders and all the reporting, that Obama talked Biden out of running in 2016, and Biden has never forgiven Obama for that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And he thinks he would have won in 2016, et cetera. So when he sees Axelrod saying that Biden should drop out, he's like, oh yeah, I remember from 2016. I remember you guys. No way, man. But brother, that was 8 years ago. It's, this whole argument of he won 4 years ago. I can't stand how dumb that is when it's a person in mental decline. Do you know how much 4 years makes a difference? And we could all see what it's not like it's the same person. It's like saying, oh, well, the Patriots just won 4 years ago. Yeah, they had Tom Brady. They didn't have Randall Bob as their quarterback. It makes a giant difference those 4 years. So one more thing, Biden in this conversation with Scarborough and Mika said that he was, he's not going to listen to the elites. And then hence the talk of the big names.
Can I actually go to that clip?
Yeah,
Because he literally contradicts himself in the same portion of the interview. So pay close attention to what he's saying here. Let's watch.
The people that were supporting you yesterday compared to, say, a lot of the Washington insiders and Hollywood moguls, and go down the list of very powerful people that want you out compared to the support that you had in Pennsylvania yesterday.
So what I did was I went out and I wanted to make sure that there wasn't any slippage at all. And with the average voter, I don't care what the millionaires think. And by the way, 97% of all the people who contribute to us are people making under 200, contributing under $200. I think we have the largest contingent ever in history. I'm not positive of that, but I think that's true. And so I want their support, but that's not the reason I'm running. I'm not running about what they think and what they care about. And by the way, you don't see a whole hell of a lot of them flocking to Trump. You don't see a whole lot of CEOs flocking to Trump. You don't see any. You see the major economists out there talking about what I have been able to do. I don't hear anybody talking about his economic plan likely to bring America around and keep America first.
Okay, so are the big donors, are the big corporate executives and CEOs on your side, or are they on Trump's side? Right? Because he just at the end of that says they're not backing Trump. And I'm rejecting the elite that are, trying to get me to step down from this race. Like, which one is it? And come on, he cares about the millionaire donors, billionaire donors. They're the ones who fund his campaign overwhelmingly. You're gonna have me believe that most of his campaign is funded by small dollar donors?
I mean, Anna, you pointed out the hypocrisy perfectly there, because he says, oh, I don't care about the billionaires. 2 sentences later, he's like, I don't see the CEOs going to him. I still have the CEOs. What happened? I thought you didn't care. Well, it seems like you care a lot. And it seems like you're bragging about how you have more of the elites on your side. And so, but when any of the elites cross you, then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to the elites. Brother, put it away, okay? Maybe you and your handlers live in an alternate reality where you're regular Joe from Scranton. But that pile of crap is gone. No one believes that. You've been in Washington for 70 years straight. I'm doing hyperbole. I don't need to do hyperbole. It's literally over 50 years that he's been in Congress and in the White House, etc. So you're gonna tell us that you're not one of the elites after you were president, vice president, and one of the most renowned senators in American history? That you're regular Joe from Scranton and you don't care about the billionaires after you've raised nearly $1 billion from those same CEOs and billionaires, and now you're not among the elites and the elites are against you? What are you, a populist, Joe Biden? I mean, what? Look, again, the reason they say asinine, ridiculous things like that is because TV has trained their audience to believe theater. That he is actually Joe from Scranton. Oh, golly gee, he takes the train. So if you're an older Democratic voter that's been watching MSNBC for a couple of decades, you're gonna think like, oh yeah, regular Joe's against the elites. When in reality, he's #1 elite in the country right now, very literally. Not just because he's president, but because of his entire history in Washington. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.